Was smoking all my dragons, divine righteous, almighty greats overachieving, never slacking. I am back with another DIMASH reaction. This time I got a treat. We got DIMASH, 11 or 12 years old, on stage, which this is going to be awesome because I get to see a throwback where he started at, and that's always amazing to see. This was uploaded by Dimash Iran. Shout out to that channel. Much love for giving us all these gems because I'm excited. I've reacted to Dimash for a while, so to see him at 11 or 12 years old on stage is about to be pretty cool, right? But if you're new to my channel, definitely make sure that you check out my Dimash playlist. Go ahead and binge watch that, and also binge watch my Dimash interview playlist. So I definitely got some more Dimash interviews that I'm gonna come with soon for sure. I want to hop more into that. And there was actually someone else who had told me about. It was a little while ago. They had commented on my videos and they were telling me to react to like this little series of Dimash videos that someone was doing. I gotta go back on and go through my community tab and I gotta see what that is because I just want to start pumping out more Dimash content for sure. But with that being said, much love to all my dears. We're gonna hop right into this. Original video will be in the description. And here we go. Let's do it. Dimash, 11 or 12 years old on stage.
Содан да болар, жас өскіндердің арасында өнерген жандар өте көп. Бибігүл Төлегенова, Ермек Серкебай сияқты әнші болғысы келетіндер қаншама. Алан Бөрібаевтай әлемге танымал дирижер болсам деп армандайтын жастар да бар.
It's just crazy to see him like look at him, like to see how much he's accomplished, how far he's gone. It is always just so amazing to see when they were small like that. And I can only imagine what was going through his little brain at that time. You could tell he came to this planet to be on stage, and that's pretty cool.
Песня звучит, помолчи и послушай. Все соловьи замирают на миг. Это поэт раскрывает нам душу, чтобы этой жизни секреты постиг. Здравствуйте, уважаемые.
Real quick, let me just check if there's subtitles I can throw on real quick in English, because definitely want to keep up on what they are saying. So let me go back a little bit. Okay, so we should be good now.
Песня звучит, помолчи и послушай. Все соловьи замирают на миг. Это поэт раскрывает нам душу, чтобы этой жизни секреты постиг. Здравствуйте, уважаемые ценители искусства. Сегодня у нас не совсем обычный день. Даже, можно сказать, совсем необычный. Сегодня большой праздник детского творчества. Страна празднует юбилей столетия первого профессионального композитора Казахстана Ахмета Жубанова. Сделали к юбилею нашего земляка большой подарок. Открываем детскую студию САС при областной филармонии имени Газизы Жубановой.
And even just back then, you could tell how he carries himself. He carries himself with class, even as a child. Like you could tell he's being raised proper, the way he speaks. He definitely doesn't look nervous. He looks comfortable even then, so that's cool.
Жыл басында қазақ музыка өнерінің темірқазығы Ахмет Жұбановтың 100 жылдық мерейтойы қарсаңында осындай өнерлі өлеңдерге арналған саз балалар студиясы құрылған еді. Облыстық әкімшілік қолдауымен филармония жанынан құрылған студияның тұсаукесер концертіне қош келдіңіздер.
Okay, so we We just witnessed Dimash on stage at 11 or 12 years old. I personally, like, I can relate to that because growing up, I was in acting. I did a lot of things growing up. So I had to be in front of big crowds, swimming, gymnastics. I mean, I did a lot of things, but one big thing that's similar to this is I was acting, and I remember being. I was younger. I was younger though. I was probably like when I was acting, it was something called the EPAC, acting school. I was there when I was about I want to say 7, 8 years old, and I remember I was in a big play for Pinocchio, and or Wizard of Oz. I was actually one of the Munchkins, but just the confidence you even have to have then, being so young, um, it's not easy. Definitely, it takes. It's a long time coming. Like it takes practice to develop certain uh, qualities or even characteristics to as far as like confidence, supreme confidence to be able to be up there while your brain's still developing at that and remember so much lines. When you're a kid, you're still learning how to talk. You're still learning how to talk properly. So to be able to do that in front of so many eyes and so much people is it's always impressive to see. But I truly feel like it's like the younger the spirits nowadays, or the younger the children nowadays, it's like the more ancient the souls are that's coming in. We're seeing kids do more and more incredible things. So to see this, it was definitely pretty cool. It's always cool because it's like seeing that seed, and we've seen him blossom into this big flower. And man, this is a gem right here. Shout out to Dimash Iran again for the upload because this is a gem.
Әнші болғысы келетіндер қаншама. Алан Бөрібаевтай әлемге танымал дирижер болсам деп армандайтын жастар да бар.
Песня звучит, помолчи и послушай. Все соловьи замирают на миг. Это поэт раскрывает нам душу, чтобы этой жизни секреты постиг. Здравствуйте, уважаемые ценители искусства. Сегодня у нас не совсем обычный день. Даже, можно сказать, совсем необычный. Сегодня большой праздник детского творчества. Страна празднует юбилей столетия первого профессионального композитора Казахстана Ахмета Жубанова.
That experience definitely helps. When you start them young like that, it definitely helps because, like I said before, you build up certain qualities about yourself. I remember being young when you're so young, and it's a big stage, and you're going out there to do this big play, and you just don't want to forget your lines. You don't want to forget your lines. You don't want to mess up. So from a young age, you got to learn how to deal with that. You got to learn how to mentally control your fears and your mind, and you got to be mentally in the right place. I feel like it teaches you definitely a certain level of awareness and professionalism. So him starting so young, and it looks like he's definitely memorized lines. Him starting so young, it definitely helped. Definitely. And because when you see him now, when you see him on stage, it's like it's nothing to Dimash. I mean, Dimash could just get on stage and just he could go right now. He could probably roll out of bed and do a whole just concert like nothing, right? He's that incredible.
Юбилею нашего земляка большой подарок. Открываем детскую студию САС при областной филармонии имени Газизы Жубановой.
Жыл басында қазақ музыка өнерінің темірқазығы Ахмет Жұбановтың 100 жылдық мерейтойы қарсаңында осындай өнерлі өлеңдерге арналған саз балалар студиясы құрылған еді. Облыстық әкімшілік қолдауымен филармония жанынан құрылған студияның тұсаукесер концертіне қош келдіңіздер.
And I don't know how I didn't mention, all these people behind him too. He's used to being on stage with others too. He's used to having, working with others from a very young age. So, as we see right here in this clip. It's awesome, man. I say when I was around 11, 10, 11 is when I started like boxing. I was doing martial arts pretty much my whole life. Tung Sudo, like karate, things like that. Then I got into boxing around 11. And I'm saying that to say, when you start young like that, once again, mentally, to be able to box in front of a crowd of people, to be able to perform, no matter what it is you're doing in front of a crowd of people, it's not easy to do because I got friends right now, and they're awesome people, but I got certain friends who their parents may not have allowed them to play sports or to do certain things, and you can just tell they're not really comfortable as far as like communication skills, or being around a lot of people. You could tell there's like they just don't have that experience. So when you start them off young like that, no matter what it is they're doing, I don't know if I said this, but I was in gymnastics too. I was in gymnastics. I was in a lot of things. When you start them out young like that, it just builds supreme confidence. It's like what they say about muscle memory. There's also like that brain memory, where it's like you just remember certain things just stick with you. Practice really does make perfect. And there's a lot of people who they may see me and they may not realize, dang, you were acting before, or you did this before, you did that before, because I don't know. One thing about people, one thing about humans are really big on judgment. They look at something and they create like these boxes in their heads, which I see a lot in comments. Not on my dears, not with none of my dears, but just certain videos I do sometimes. People are just, hey, you should do this, you should do that, or you should try this. It's like, dude, you don't know what I do in my real life. But and it's not like sometimes it's not positive. Sometimes they're just trying to say like, oh, go get a career, or they'll try to throw shade. It's like you don't know what I do. Like you don't know what I am in real. Like so been on even being on stage. I started that young too. As far as musically, I played the trumpet before, even though I don't remember how to play the trumpet. But you know, my message at the end of the day, especially since my allergies are kicking back in right now. My message at the end of the day, guys, is if you got kids or nieces, nephews, start them off young because you never know what that's going to do with it for them. And even if they don't stick with it, like I said earlier, it still builds character, and character is very important in this life. So, with that being said, guys, this will be in my. I'll throw it in my regular DIMASH playlist, definitely. So definitely go ahead and binge watch that. Like I said, original link in the description, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you got any more information as far as where this video is from. I gotta go blow my nose, but if you got any more information as far as where this video is from, and more inside information, definitely let me know. With that being said, if you want more videos like this, definitely hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell. And I'll see you guys soon. Let me go take care of these allergies. Much love.